Hi everyone, it's Wendy again, and I need my cat in here to kill this fly. Somehow I got a huge, almost horsefly in here. Okay, yes, this is a package that came. My address and everything's on the other side. But I think this is so cute to do the box this way. This is from Bee Mello Flowers. And this is another one of the craft kits that I looked up for adults. And paper flowers and origami gifts. So we'll see what I got. I ordered several kits from her, all in one, to make paper flowers basically because I wanted to try it. I do tea bag folding, which is a simplified form of origami, and I thought, well, this would be interesting. I've also done some 3D origami, which is really great to do. So this would fall right in with those two. And let's look at her website because I think, again, this is an Etsy shop, and I am going to sort it out to lowest to highest. She has some kids crafts in there. A DIY origami card kit. It's only $4.25. A kit for a giant paper flower. I think I got one of those. Origami hearts. It says Mother's Day, but you know what? It doesn't have to necessarily be just for Mother's Day, okay? A lot of things don't need to be just for a specific holiday, okay? Roses. I know I got something for the roses. There's a origami 4-leaf clover, which is cute. She's done hers in greens. I mean, you could take the same thing and do it in other colors. It's almost like the heart shape, and she made it into a 4-leaf clover, which is cute. She's got a Mother's Day card, 3D unfolding origami rose with a personalized love message, teacher appreciation card, customizable party favors, which I think is so unique. And these are the tones that they can come in. You can select a color and you can add personalization to it. Okay. Sunflowers. She's got, are these daffodils? Oh, yeah. To me, they look like daffodils. They're bright yellow. Mother's Day wine bottle origami. Champagne paper buttonniere. Love personalized wort rose. Big paper rose with steam and leaf, ready to ship in red. 1-year anniversary rose. Oops. Okay. Giant sunflower. And in her thing here, she's actually got it like a frame, a picture frame, which I think is cute. She's got large wallflower backdrop for wedding, quinceanera, birthday, bridal shower, nursery decor, or even if you just like sunflowers. Origami love roses, paper corsages. These are things that some of these things are things that she made. Other things are kits that she puts together to send you, for you to do. I love this origami wreath with paper star flowers. Isn't that gorgeous? Let me see if I can bring that up so you can see that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's paper star flowers with pearl pins and paper leaves, silver and gold, handmade paper flowers, holiday wreath with free shipping. And you can select a primary color, shades of blue, shades of red, rainbows as pictured, tones of lilac, pink, tones of pink and silver and gold. White and gold, black and red, and custom colors. So, I mean, that is gorgeous. And let's get into the box. This is like Christmas. I'm going to raise you up a little bit because this is a big box. Like this. See? Big box. And I love that she took the time and effort to wrap the box and also to stamp it. You know, it's got thank you on it, handmade with love. I think that was it. I don't remember. Please be gentle is written on here. Handmade from the heart, which I love. So let's get into this box. I'd be able to pull it out, so I'm going to have to, come on. I'll save most of the paper so I can reuse it myself. Excuse me. I like how she taped this. This is a good taping job, by the way. This is a great taping job. I can't even get in there. So, that makes a great taping job when you can't get in the box. Okay. I still can't get in the box. Okay, there we go. I will get into it eventually. Should have the music from Jeopardy. You know, when they're doing the final question of the day. See how long it takes me to get in here. Ah, got it. All right. So let's see what we got in here. Bubble wrap. Bubble pillows. You ever want to get a cat away from you? Pop one of those. Okay. Now, she had emailed me because I had asked for one of my flowers in specific colors, and she wanted to know if I wanted to wait. And yeah, this one. And she said that she had some color or some hand-dyed paper, and I thought, well, cool, I'll take that. I like hand-dyed. This is so cute. Look at this. I have a vase that was given to me by my cousins when my aunt died, and I have some paper flowers in it. I gotta go find it. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. I love it. I'll stick that right on my desk. Bag. So let's see what I purchased. I like how she has wrapped everything. For one thing, it keeps the mystery alive. Alright. Alright, so I know I've got an invoice in here. So I can tell you exactly what I bought. Well, there's a little paper heart. Something. Okay, let's just stick it in one of the bags. So I don't lose it. So let's see what I got. I got 3 kits, including the rose, so that was my 4th item. And that was a keepsake handmade origami rose, bespoke everlasting gifts. Okay, so let's start with this one. Let's do this side. This is so cute. Like I said, I like how she's got everything separated and in bags and everything you need. So this is Origami DIY Kit of Traditional 4-Petal Flower. Kit includes 10 squares of paper in the color of your choice, 2 extra squares for flower practice, 10 tiny squares for the center of the flower, 2 extra tiny squares for practice of the center of the flower. She gives you practice pieces. One pre-folded flower and centered as a model example. Traditional origami folding diagram. 10 pre-cut and ready-to-use flower wire. Instructions for assemblies. And there is a video of flower folding on her website, and she also had on Instagram. Have fun making these flowers, and she's included her card, and here is the sample. Okay, I can do this. This is like tea bag folding. I hate to say it. It is. It's just like tea bag folding. I know how to do that, so that's cool. But I like, she put the sample on the back of the card with all the information you need. So here, and she has these divided up, and she made little pockets for these. So here is for the flowers and for practice. Here are for the centers. Here are the wires to put them on. And here is the paper cut out. And I think it's called water bomb. What she starts with is a water bomb. So let's see. She's also got written instructions, assembly instructions here, and she makes a note that the wires were cut from a long. Yes, I know there is a fly in here, and I've been trying to catch him, and I wanted Mittens to come and get him, and my husband came in and pointed out the fly. Now he flew away. All right. But she says that the wires have been cut from a long rod, and in the process, its tips become sharp. She treated them with glue on the ends, but she still recommends handling with care. It takes about 5 minutes to fold each flower. It's an easy one. Always press hard when folding origami. You can use a tool or your nail. I have I'm a crafter, so I have these things to help me fold. Do you think I can find one right now? No. Hold on here. Let me bring this out. I think there's one in here. I have silicone made bone folders. There's one. But I also have other bone folders that I get with scoring boards. And I keep them because you never know when they come in handy. There it is. Okay. So yeah, I have silicone bone folders, and they're in my other thing. But yeah, get yourself a bone folder. This is from the Martha Stewart board. It works really good. Now, I'm going to try this simply because I think this is pretty much what I've done with tea bag folding. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to peel open the tape, and it looks like she's used washi tape, which is great because you can remove washi tape. And I'm just going to pull out one of the squares. The important thing I do know with origami is to make sure that your squares that you're using are the right size, so that all your petals are the right size. And I need to make sure I only have one piece. I do. Okay. So, and these are the instruction sheet includes. And like I said, there's also a video tutorial. So if you're a visual learner, I would go ahead on her Instagram and watch the video. If you're an auditory learner, I would also suggest the video, because this will work great for visual learners. Auditory learners, you kind of need, not only do you need to see it, but you also need to hear the instructions. And the kinesthetics, use the videos and work right along with them. So basically, I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to bring you guys in a little closer here so you can see what I'm doing. Basically, all I am doing is I am matching up on the diagonal. Now, you can, if you have good nails, I've recently cut mine, but bone folder comes in nice and handy. If you have the silicone ones, they don't leave marks like this one is, but that's okay. Do this part. Another tip.
Handle of scissors, especially these ones because they're kind of silicone. You can use edge of a ruler because you want your creases very sharp. Okay. Unfold. All right. So you're going to fold it this way. Now I do know, depending upon which, are you going to, hold on, flip the paper. Okay. So when you folded it this way, you know, normally we would hold it this way. You're going to flip the paper, and you're going to fold it this way. I think I have it right. If not, I'll know in a second. So basically what I'm doing is, you see how I've got these mountain folds here? I want them facing up, so that when I fold this in half like this, I'm enclosing them in the center. And I'm going to do it on this other side. And I will go through and sharpen those creases because I want this to work. Oops, this one folder works better. But I do know in origami and in tea bag folding, it's very important. Okay, you fold it in. Ta-da! That's the water bomb. It's called the water bomb. So you hold it so that the open corners are facing up towards you. You're going to fold the right corner till it meets the center line. Okay. So you go like this, and all you're doing, trying to make it so you can see, is you're folding up so at this point, this is the little fiddly part, meets up to the center line, and you can do the opposite corner, just like tea bag folding. Just like that. This is a good one for me to do because I know I can do it. And then just flip it over, and you're going to do the same thing on the other side. And the nice thing about getting that first one done is you can use it as a guide for your back ones. There we go. All right. All right. So you're going to open those up. Then you're going to open up this corner here. And you're going to push it in. Now watch. You see how that... If you've ever made those things where you put in numbers and you ask, how many times would you do this? How many times, and you do that on all 4 corners. So what you're going to end up with is, oh, I know there's a name for this shape. I can't think of it. But you want to end up so it looks like this. Crystal shape. Let's put it that way. Okay? And again, it's helpful after each time you do a fold, you burnish it down. Now, still making sure the top is facing away from you, the open area. See how that looks? That's what you want, okay? You're going to take these bottom corners and you're going to fold them in so that they meet at that center line there. Now, I will make a suggestion that if you are unsure about working with this size of paper, take a big piece of paper, get a big square, 8 by 8, or 8.5 by 8.5, or if you have a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, that will work. And practice. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make that one fold in so it meets that center line. So it looks like that. You see? Almost looks like a shoe. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Of course, now that you've got one side done, it's easy enough to do the second side because you just match them up. Okay, so we got that done. Almost done. Cut this tip, which is this tip here, not this one, but this one, with the scissors. I wouldn't cut off very much, just a little bit, because that's where your wire is going to go in before curling the petals. Voila. Okay. Now, she says about 1/16 of an inch off the bottom. By curling, okay, open and shape each flower by curling the 4 petals out. All right. You can use a pencil. I'm going to use my crochet hook that I have here. If you want it really tight, use, a pencil is good. If you have a chopstick, round chopstick. But yeah, you're going to just curl this. Like this. Nope. And you're going to open up. Now you notice I'm pushing this one out so that I can curl it. If that don't work, take a paper folder or a bone folder. Oh, I just think I found what I'm going to do for my part of my gift. Okay. I want to thank you. This is easy. And then just take, see, I'm kind of holding it here, down here, so it doesn't open up too much. Some of them sometimes it requires a little more coaxing, because basically what you're doing with this is you're breaking the fibers or stretching them. You're kind of breaking them in a sense. Look at that. All right. So let's go ahead and complete this flower. I'm stoked now. And for the center, you know, this is tone on tone. And I think that's cool. But if you want it for a different color center, you could take and do a different color, like a bright yellow in there. But basically, you're just going to do the same steps 1 through 3. So it's folding this way, then making sure that the mountain folds are towards you. You're going to valley fold them, or encase the mountain folds in there. This is so simple, guys. Look how quickly I'm doing this. And then you're just going to create that little diamond. Okay, these are the centers. Separate the flaps so it looks like a plus sign. Okay. Like that, I think she means. Like that. And then the next thing you would do is would take one of your wires. And she says, let's see, use a little bit of glue. So basically, you would take your center, you would glue it. Do I have glue? I have glue. Yay. Okay. This is one of my favorite glues. It's called Art Glitter Glue. There is no glitter in it, by the way. It is a very heat sensitive glue, so during the winter times it does not ship, so you have to stock up. But this and what's the other one? There's another glue I really like. But anyways, so I'm just going to put a little drop, or a big drop, whatever you want, of glue in the center. I'm going to place my wire in there, and this is where I would almost glue the sides. Oh, it worked. Okay. I apparently put enough glue in there so it kind of came up. If you're worried about that coming apart because you want to maintain that cross action, put a little bit of glue here on the paper itself so it holds its shape like that. You got a little wand or an arrow. Okay. So the next thing she says, place a dollop of glue inside where the wire is going to be. Now remember, you've cut that little hole in there. This stuff dries clear. Don't be afraid to use more than you think you'll need. Cool. Okay. You may find it easier to put the dollop glue at the bottom tip of the small diamond. Yeah, because pushing this through that glue dollop. Okay. And then basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to line up these, you see these points here? I'm lining up with the fold lines of this, of the petal, and pushing it down. I'm not doing a very good job of that part, but that's okay. It's not too bad for a practice. One. I'm looking to see how hers are. Oh, okay. I've got it right now. Not aiming for the fold line. You kind of aim into one side of this fold here, of this fold here. So you're putting it to one side. Make sure it's on the same. Okay, it is. Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen, but that's okay. This is my practice one anyways. So anyway, but you get the general gist of it, you know. This is how it's supposed to look. And isn't that cute? I like that. I like the fact that she's included everything. And of course, I have all this stuff at home, at here. So, yes, I have florist wire. And the neat thing is you can add a petal to it or a leaf to it. If you have a leaf punch or something, you put it all in. I'm going to put everything back in here. Not sure where that little green heart came from, but that's okay. In this first one, we got 2 more kits to go through. I won't play with the other ones. But I just want you to see it is easy. And her instructions are very good. Very clear. They're some of the best instructions I've seen. And I appreciate that. I'll put everything in there. And I mean, everything's included, you know, in this little package with washi tape. Oh, I gotta make sure I put the pin back in. Now this is something with the art glitter glue. You want to make sure that you put a pin in to keep the tip clear. And if you notice I have a metal tip on here, it probably needs to be cleaned. But this makes it so I have a very fine line. I'm going to leave that glue out just in case. Okay, so that was traditional model 3D origami paper flower. Okay, so let's see what else I got. All right, this one is for the heart, the origami shamrock heart. And again, there's another tutorial on Instagram. Let's see what's all in here. And she's got it taped. Oh, it's sealed, I think. Oh. Okay, leave it to me to rip it at the wrong place. This is one of the fold-over bags. Okay, there we go. So let's see what's in here. All in here to make our shamrock hearts. I'll set that to the side. So again, we have the paper or the instructions. I'm going to move you guys out a little bit. The instructions on how to fold this. So it talks about fold it into quarters, then you're going to fold the corners into the centers, then you're going to flip your paper over. Ah, this is different. I wonder if she includes a practice piece. Let's see. Your kit includes 3 extra squares, 1 in 3-inch, 2.5, and 1 in 4 1/4. Cool. A pre-folded heart as a model. Okay. Ah, Excuse me. Excuse me. So basically what you are creating is this back piece here, which I'm unfolding. This is what holds the little pieces on. And once you make your heart, you slide it on, and there's your little heart flower. I think this is so cute. Okay, we're not going to go crazy with. Okay, these are, how many you get to make? 2 and a 4. Okay, you can make 2 of them. Okay, so I'm going to take this large one, and let's see how, what else. Okay, we've got larger printed out instructions. See? So she gives you 2 sets of instructions. This is for the connector piece. That's what this is. And this is for the actual, here's the heart one, because it's a little more complicated. That's why she did it that way. You've got 2 pieces of floral wire for your leaf. You've got rolled paper, which is what this basically is rolled paper for your stems. Okay, so let's try this, making this heart real quick. But first off, so I don't lose anything, I'm going to put everything back in the bag except for what I need. And as a crafter, I suggest you do this. Don't take out anything that you do not need. Oops. Okay. This is a sticky bag. I'm just going to fold that in on itself. Okay. So I'm just going to put all this in here. I am going to leave out the sample so we can see if I accomplish it. All right. So notice I grabbed the big one. So we're going to fold it in half. And it's very important that your edges meet up. I do know that in origami. So if you notice, when I met my edges up, I kind of pressed it in the center. Good tip, you know. Then you're going to open it up and fold it again and match that up. And then I do a little crease here. Oops, that one was open. And paper's very forgiving. So don't worry if you're a little off center, you can always make it work. Oops. Yeah, I spoke too soon. Okay. Take my bones over. All right. So you've got it divided into quarters. You're going to take the bottom edge. All right. So now you're going to take the bottom edge and fold it up to the center crease. Okay. Bring you guys in. Okay. So take your bottom edge, bring it to the center. If you notice, I'm holding it in the center and creasing outward. Believe me, that helps. Now, you're going to flip the paper. So you have this bottom fold facing you. Fold the right corner. Okay. So we're going to do the right corner just like this. And fold. We're going to do the left corner. This one has a lot of flipping. So you're going to paper flip. Okay. Then you're going to flip again. So it's like this. Okay. And you're going to fold these edges into the middle. like this. This isn't hard. It's just following the steps. And if you've ever made those, oh, I can't remember what they're called, but you pick a number, a color, maybe an animal, and you do the, yeah. All right, got that. Fold the left. Okay. So we're going to fold these diagonally in so that they meet in the center. You notice I haven't flipped my paper yet since the last time I flipped it. All right. All right. Now we're going to bring, oh, okay. So it looks like this, right? We're going to take this top and bring it down to the center. And it should and start to flatten it down. Okay. Okay, got that. Now flatten the model. Oh, okay, I see. All right. Had to look for a moment. I had to think. But basically, you're taking this top point, meeting it down to the center point. Now it's going to look a little funky. Should look like that. Matches the picture. Okay. Now flatten it. And what's going to happen is when you you need to flatten these like that. Okay. And you flatten this side like that. Okay. So it does look like this picture here. Now fold both left and right corners inward. And you're just going to make them basically meet up with the edges there, like that. Like that, okay. So basically they're just meeting up in the middle here. Fold down the 2 points a little. I would almost make them meet. You've got kind of a little lip here. You might want to bring them down to meet that. Now, if you notice, I've used no glue. Okay, end result. Oh, I did it! Well, not the best. I've got a little... Not sure what happened there. But for a practice piece, it's good. You know what? Shh. Oh, you do. Ha! Nobody knows the difference. There's no mistakes in crafting, just creative opportunities. So there you go. And then when you get all 4 of them done, and you've made your base here, which is you just slide. I don't have an opening. How do I not have an opening? Did I fold that wrong? I betcha I did. Okay. I'll have to look at it again. I think I folded it a little wrong. But anyways, you should end up with it looking like this. Oh, I see what she did. Okay. Here's what she did. When you fold down the top, it looks like, okay, when you fold it down this top, you tuck this in here. Oh my gosh, that makes so much more sense. It did work. Okay. So remember when I did that fold, where I folded the top down to meet the bottom? Take and tuck this in. There you go. Now it matches hers on the back. See? And it will, then you can use that little pocket. That's what you use to slide it onto the base. Of course, this is the right size. See? Oops, sorry guys. I was playing with it. But just to reiterate, when you do that, before you do that fold, make sure that this right here is facing you, and then fold down and tuck that in, and then do the other folds that are needed, okay? Because that gives you the little pocket you need to slide it onto here. Isn't that cute? That is cute. And great directions. And I love the fact that she gives you some practice pieces for these so that you can practice. And of course, computer paper works just as well. When you're doing origami like this, you want lightweight paper. So copy paper, the lightest you can get it, works fine. You can also buy origami paper to do. All right, so that was the shamrock or four-leaf clover. And you know, when you put it together, it looks like a heart flower. All right, this is the last one. And this is the biggest one. And this is for the wall sunflower. Remember that sunflower we saw where she had the picture in it? Okay. So, again, we have our instructions. We have pre-cut pieces for our sunflower. All right, so we have a small green circles, 3 of them, okay. We have a long string. We have yellow petals. Oh, these are the templates, I betcha. Let's see what we got in here. Yep, these are the templates. Oops. So you actually get the templates, so you get to have fun. Tracing these. All right, so we've got the 3 green circles. Okay, and I'm actually going to put them in the bag with the templates so I don't lose them. We've got a long string. We've got yellow petals right here. There's 3 different yellow petals. And what's nice is she even takes and shows you where to score them. If you have a scoring board, simple to do up. Of course, if you have a Cricut. So you've got the green one. Okay. You've got a light orange spiked circle. Okay. You got a dark orange one. You've got brown. You got two different sizes in brown. Yeah, there's two orange, a dark and a light, and you got two browns, a small and a medium. Okay. And then she includes the paper that she actually cut them out from. These are the cutout pages. And these give you another option for tracing center layer 1 or back piece, center layer 2, and another one. So she actually gives you what she cut them out of. Isn't that great? I think that's neat. And then she gives you, for your petals, you get 6 different shades. This is going to be a sunflower, so you get 6 sheets, 2 of each color, of a light, medium, and dark, or bright. Yep. Then you get 1 each of a brown, a dark, and a medium orange, and then the green for the back pieces. So she includes everything you need, as well as a great way to make your templates if you want. She gives you 2 options for templates, which I think is great. Of course, if you have a Cricut or a Silhouette, you can probably upload these and make templates and have your Cricut or Silhouette cut them out. Because you need 30 petals of each color. And she says, don't worry, there's room to trace 50 petals per page. So you got 20 extras just in case. 3 of each size and color the spike circle. So you want 15 total of those. Cut them out with scissors. Fold all the petals. She suggested scoring. You can use a ruler. Basically what you do is you take your ruler, line it up in the center. You can use a pen so long as the ink is out of it. If you have these type of stylus, they work. You can just run it along there. Bone folder. You can find the bone folders in the stores for sale, and they're only a couple of bucks. So you can go like that. If you have a scoreboard, works even better. If you line them up correctly, if you get all your petals lined up right, before you even cut them out, you can line them up and zip. All right. Now you will, flip the back pieces as you would glue the petals on the opposite side. Okay. You make a hanging loop. You cut 3 pieces from the long string 3 inches wide. Glue the strings to one of the small green circles to make a hanging loop, and then group each to a green back piece. Try to position as hard as you are. Okay. Flip the back piece as you glue the petals on the opposite side of where you glued the hanging loop. Glue all the petals. You will glue 2 layers of petals around. She does hers with 14 petals per layer. Make sure the petals are folded or curled upwards. After gluing the first layer, glue the second layer, and basically what you do is, if you look at the picture here, if you notice, the second layer of petals kind of are between, they end up so that they are between the bottom layer. Trying to think of how to explain this. So if you look what she has here. She has her bottom layer. You lay down your bottom layer of petals. Then you take your second layer of petals and you actually place them so that their point is between 2 petals. So they stick between 2 petals. Using chopstick or a barbecue stick, curl the spikes of the orange and brown centers. So you're going to curl them up and you assemble. You start with the largest light orange, place the dark orange over it, rotate it so it spikes again are coming in between. You don't want all your petals or all the spikes in your centers to match. You want them to be off-centered. Okay. Do the same with the two browns, one at a time, always making sure to hold in place well while placing the glue. Then you take and you put the center on top of the sunflower. She likes to use a ruler. Hot glue. She suggests using hot glue for assembly. Hot glue is fine, but hot glue does come apart. You're better off using a wet glue. She says if you use a wet glue, put pressure and wait for the glue to dry before hanging the flower. So what I would do is I would assemble the flower and then set it to the side for a couple of hours, if not overnight, and then hang it up. You have enough paper to cut 50 petals. Her 8-inch flower uses between 28 and 30 petals. So feel free to add more if you wish. So you can make it as full as you want. I think this is great. I am very happy with what she sent me. I like how she has everything packaged. I like the fact that she includes not just written instructions, but links to video tutorials on her Instagram. I do have an Instagram, I just don't go on it a lot. She gives you a inventory list of what should be in each kit. I'm going to have to keep following her to see if she... I know she's set up some other kits, I think. Let me take this and I'm going to place it back in the box for now so it's all together. Let's see. Does she have other kits? Yeah, the giant paper flower kit. I'm going to have to order that one. Love to do the see how she does the roses. Don't know if she does I'm quite sure you can find a tutorial. Let's see what this one is. This one, let's see. Handmade napkin holder, origami flower on premium imported paper that doubles as a wine bottle. Custom ordered, so she makes those. And she does have a kit for 3 big paper sunflowers or daisies. So you can buy a bigger kit and make 3 of those. And it looks like you can put them on, let's see, complete kit, pre-cut. So basically all the petals are pre-cut. Layers for the 3 centers, the backs of the 3 paper straws or 3 strings. In this option, the petals come pre-scored. You need to curl or fold them and assemble. So basically you can get everything already pre-cut out for you. I didn't do that. But yeah. You get an origami bouquet of 5 paper roses. So she does have a few kits on how to make She also has a lollipop favor, um, which is basically rainbow flowers that are cut out, and you use the lollipop for the center. I think that's cute. And she's got some pictures on here. That one's all done in blue. These are cute. And she uses paper straws so that you can set the lollipop in. So you can have cardstock flowers or paper flowers. So this is very cute. I like this. So, this is trying to figure out if this is, let's see, item detail. So she gives you options. You can do a flower that is 2 1/4 in diameter and folds to an 8 1/2 by 8 1/2 square, or one that is 1 1/4 in diameter and folds to a 5 by 5 inch square. They come gift wrapped in an organza bag with heart note. And she also tells you who created them, Mr. Kawasaki. I'm going to have to look him up. So that was the last one. I got 2 more coming in, I believe. Look. So that was the Bee Mello Flowers. We did the polka pet. I've got transparent embroidery kit coming in. I've also got another kit coming in. I don't think it was through Etsy though. So I hope you enjoyed this. I know it took a little while, but I was so excited. I love my little paper rose. I'm gonna have to look up that person to see if he does any tutorials on how to do these. I love this calyx that she's put them in. Isn't that gorgeous? It looks like it's all one piece. Yep. So that's on my desk. So again, I'll put a link to her Etsy shop down below, and let me know if you have any other craft kits you want me to review.